Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. If possible, please open your video. Open our Bhagavad Gita class. We are reading from Bhagavad Gita 10th chapter, Vibhuti Yoga. Yesterday we discussed why Vibhuti Yoga comes suddenly. Because 9th chapter, Krishna says, Mon Mana Bhava. So Mon Mana, always remembering, we should know about him. We should know about him means his glorious activities, pastimes, his opulences. That is why Krishna is explaining opulence. What is opulence? Now, Krishna will explain the opulence. Why through opulence, how will become devotee? Yes. Through opulence, we will know about that person. And what is the relationship with us? Sambandha, relationship. And if we properly understand, then automatically, avidya, what we should do now after knowing. Then, if I do something, naturally I'm doing something for getting something, there is prayojan. So, sambandha avidya prayojan. That will explain by this chapter. Now, Krishna is sambandha. Sambandha means Krishna, material world, and living entity. Especially, we are dealing with ourselves, our goal of life. What is our relationship with Krishna? That is Krishna explaining. Whatever is seen in this world, Krishna is saying everything is coming from me. What is the fourth verse? Fourth verse. You should know me as I am Ajam, Anadim, and Sarvaloka Maheshwara. If one knows that, it is about him, Ajam, Anadim. And apart from that, other thing like these are the things. Buddhi, Jnana, Sammo, Kama, Shuddha, everything. Bhavanti Bhavabhutanang Mattava Prithagbhata. Everything, Tapo, Dhammo, all are coming from me. All these various qualities living entities, living means are created by me alone. But stays created by me, but created by me alone. Sometimes, when you go to someone's house in a shop, it is my shop. Then I understand how is this big shop? Means this is his shop because he has 100 partners. He's one of them. My shop. He's not telling that he is our shop. My shop. The same way, here, my shop and nobody is shareholder here. Krishna is telling everything coming from me and alone from me. Now, from today we will read next verse 6. Maybe someone, okay, Krishna, everything comes from you. We know because everything comes from Brahma, Manu, their ancestors. Are that wrong? No. Maharsha Shapta Purve Chattara Manavastatha Madhava Manasajata Jisham Loko Ima Prajaha. Maha Rishaya, great Maharshi. Maharshi is Mahan Rishi. The great sages, Maharshi. How many? 7. Shapta, 7. Purve, before. Chattaro, four. Manavaha, manus. That also. Mat bhava, born from me. Bhava, born. Bhava, abhava, last word. And mat bhava, born of me. Manosha, from the mind. Jata, janma, born. Jisham of them, loke in the world. Ima, all this, prajaha, population. The seven great sages. And before them, the four other great sages. Satish Kumar. And the Manus, progenitors of mankind, come from me, born from my mind, and all the living beings populating the various planets descend from them. Yes, everybody comes from Manu, Maharshi, that's true. Saptarishi is true. But they also come from me. So it is not that they are not your ancestor. Yes, they are ancestor, but I am their ancestor. The Lord has given genealogical synopsis of the universal population. Brahma is the original creator born out of the energy of the Supreme Law, who is known as Hiranyagarbha. And from Brahma, all the seven great sages, and before them, four other great sages named Shanaka, Shananda, Sanatana, and Sanatkama. And the 14 Manus are manifested. All these 25 great sages are known as partiers of the living entities all over the universe. There are innumerable universes and innumerable planets within each universe. And each planet is full of population of different varieties. All of them are born of these 25 patriarchs. Brahma underwent penance for 1000 years of the demigods before he realized the grace of Krishna, who to create. Here, Prabhupada wrote, Brahma underwent 1000 years meditation. Naturally, we know Brahma's life is 100 years. How he meditated 1000 years? That 1000 years, according to 1000 years of demigods. Then from Brahma came Shanak, Sanandan, Sanatana, and Sanatana. Then Rudra, when created the four sons, and Krishna and Brahma told them, you create progeny. They said no. Father, please forgive us. We don't want to entangle in this material world. This Brahma becomes so angry. Lord has created me for increasing the population. And I have created them. That's my son. They are not listening me. Become angry. And as he was in Rajagun, he was angry. But due to Rajagun, he able to control his anger. When he controlled his anger, the Rudra came out from in between the eyebrows. Then Rudra, he is known as Rudra. And then seven sages. And in this way, all the Brahmanas and Kshatriyas are born out of the energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Brahma is known as Pro Pitamaho, the grandfather. Brahma is called the Propitamaha, grandfather. Actually, Pitamaha is grandfather. Propitamaha, Krishna is called Propitamaha. Okay, if we say Brahma is Propitamaha, there is no harm, because Krishna is our father of our grandfather also. In that condition, we can say Propitamaha also. Brahma is known as Propitamaha, the grandfather, and Krishna is known as Propitamaha, the father of the grandfather. Propitamaha. Brahma is known as Propitamaha, the grandfather. And Krishna is known as Propitamaha, the father of the grandfather. Then here it will be Pitamaha. Maybe English mistake. Brahma is known as Pitamaha, the grandfather. You will find in Hindi book what is written. I think it's Pitamaha. हिंदी में इस तरह दीजिए, ब्रह्मा को पितामह कहा जाता है और कृष्ण को प्रोपितामह, प्रोपितामह, पितामह का पिता। तो ये दैट इज पितामह, पितामह। And Krishna is Prabhitama. That is stated in the 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. These are actually vibhutis. Etang vibhuting jogong cha mamojavetti tattata sa vikalpena jogena jujjate natra sangsara. Etam, all this, what we explained. I am Ajam, Vibhu, Manadim, all the knowledge, Sriti, Vismriti, Moho, Ashama, Bhava, Bhava. All are vibhutis. I am the creator of Brahma, Manus, Kumaras. These are vibhutis. Etam, all this, vibhutim, opulence. Yoga, mystic power, so also. Mama of mind. Yeah, anyone who. Vetti knows. Tattva, factually. Saha, he. Avikalpena, without division. Yogena, in devotional service. Jujjate is engaged. No, never. Atra, here. Tangshaha, doubt. Translation. One who is factually convinced of this opulence and mystic power of mind engages in unalloyed devotional service. Of this there is no doubt. Asangshayo. No sangshayo. Atra no sangshayo. No doubt. So many places. Asangshayo Mahabaho. Manodigna. Asangshayo. This Krishna is giving so much space in so many places. Not to become doubt as soul. He said, Sangshatma vinashyati. Doubt will vanquish. So one who is factually convinced of this opulence and mystic power of mind engages in unalloyed devotional service. Of this there is no doubt. The first, knowing the opulence, knowing of the Lord, Sambandha, Avidya, and goal is unalloyed devotional service. By knowing opulence, Sambandha, he will start bhakti, devotional service. Then we will get our ultimate requirement, love of God, pleasure, supreme pleasure. The highest summit of spiritual perfection is knowledge of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Unless one is firmly convinced of the different opulences of the Supreme Lord, he cannot engage in devotional service. is very natural, very easy to understand. Without knowing someone's opulence, how you can become devotee to him? Even this person is the president of this country. Naturally, you want to do something. So unless one is firmly convinced, he cannot. When firmly convinced about divine opulence supreme, then engaged in devotional service. Generally, people know that God is great, but they do not know in detail how God is great. It is good that he knows God is great, but what is good? Like India, my Mera Bharat Mahan, India is great. For what? Hockey, cricket, ballistic missile? No. For what? India is great. That's sentimental talk. But why great? Due to Vedic teachings. Here are the details. If one knows factually how God is great, then naturally he becomes a surrendered soul and engages himself in the devotional service of the Lord. When one factually knows the opulences of the Supreme, there is no alternative but to surrender to him. This factual knowledge can be known from the descriptions in Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita and similar literatures. In the administration of this universe, there are many demigods distributed throughout the planetary system, and the chief of them are Brahma, Lord Shiva, and the four great Kumaras and the other patriarchs, 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 patriarchs. So there are so many administrative people in the universe. Many. But among them some are chief. Brahma, Shiva, Kumaras, and others. There are many forefathers of the opulence of the universe. And all of them are born of the Supreme Lord Krishna. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, is the original forefather of all forefathers. These are some of the opulences of the Supreme Lord. When one is firmly convinced of them, he accepts Krishna with great faith and without any doubt, and he engages in devotional service. All this particular knowledge is required in order to increase one's interest in the loving devotional service of the Lord. One should not neglect to understand fully how great Krishna is. For by knowing the greatness of Krishna, one will be able to fix in sincere devotional service. Krishna is great, is good, but how great is he? You should understand. Now, next 4 verses, Acharya said these are Chatushuloki Gita. Next 4 verses has given the essence of all Vedic literature. Essence of Vedic literature is Sambandha Vidya Prayojan. In Sanskrit called Praman and Prameya. Praman is Vedic literature. Prameya means to whom we should prove. Praman is Vedic scripture. To whom we want to Praman? Through Vedic scripture, we want to prove our position. What is our relationship, Sambandha? What we should supposed to do, some Avidya, and why. That 3 things, if we want to know, for that needs Praman. Among all the Vedic literatures are Praman. But Srimad Bhagavad is a Pramanam Amalam. Best type of book. Now, these 4 verses 8, 9, 10, 11. In the same way, Bhagavatam also, in Chaitanya Charitamrita also, even in scripture also explains the same thing in short form. Chatushalaki Bhagavatam there. So here in this following four verses, again, actually, this verse 8, starting from the very beginning, explaining Shamandha. Krishna is telling about himself. And knowing about Krishna, that means we are knowing about him, and knowing Krishna means in relation with us. Knowing Krishna means how Krishna is great among us. Only knowing Krishna means there's comparison. Like we are not Ajo, but Krishna is Ajo. Obboy, we are Bay, Krishna is Obboy. We are not Sarvalokka Mahashya, Krishna is Sarvalokka Mahashya. When we are glorifying Krishna and Sase, that is a comparison of Krishna with us. Now, this 8 verse, especially on someone that know more clearly about Krishna. Aham sarvasya prabhava, matta sarvam pravartat, iti matta bhajante mang buddha bhava samanita. Aham, I, sarvasya, all prabhava, the source of generation. Matta, from me, sarvam, everything, pravartate, emanates. Iti, das, matta, knowing, bhajante, become devoted. Mama, unto me, Buddha, the learned, bhava samanita, with great attention. So you have already seen whatever verse we read up to 7. This 8 verse is actually conclusion of all these things. Buddha bhava samanita. I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. The wise who perfectly know this engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts. We read previous verses, the same thing, but here some other. A learned scholar who has studied the Vedas perfectly, a learned scholar who has studied the Vedas perfectly and has information from authorities like Lord Chaitanya, and who knows how to apply these teachings, can understand that Krishna is the origin of everything in both the material and spiritual worlds. And because he knows this perfectly, he becomes firmly fixed in the devotional service of the Supreme Law. He can never be deviated by any amount of nonsensical commentaries or by fools. So he can never be deviated by any amount of nonsensical commentaries or by fools. Commentaries or by fools. Here, how you convinced? Before? Through Vedas. Vedas and authority like Chaitanya. How convinced Krishna? Vedas is scripture and authorities like Chaitanya. But opposite, if no Vedas, no like the tribe of, like opposite Veda is nonsensical commentators, and Lord Chaitanya like opposites by fools. All Vedic literature agrees that Krishna is the source of Brahma, Shiva, and all other demigods. In the Atharva Veda, Gopal Tapani Upanishad, it is said, Jo Brahmanam Vedadhati Purvam, Jo Vai Vedangsha Gapayati Shma Krishna. It was known who in the beginning instructed Brahma in Vedic knowledge and who disseminated Vedic knowledge in the past. Natharva said, it is Krishna who in the beginning instructed Brahma in Vedic knowledge and who disseminated Vedic knowledge in the past. In Srimad Bhagavatam also, Tene Brahma Ridaja Adhikava. Then again, the Narayana Upanishad says, Atha Purusha Habui Narayana Akamayata Praja Srijeti Srijeti. Atha Purusha Habui Narayana Akamayata Praja Srije Ayati. Then the Supreme Personality Narayan desired to create living entities. The Upanishad continues. Narayanat Brahma Jayate, from Narayan. Narayanat Brahma Jayate, from Narayan Brahma created. Narayanat Prajapati Prajayate, from Narayan Prajapati is created. Narayanat Indra Jayate, from Narayan Indra Kripa. Narayanat Ashta Boshuva Jayate, Narayan থেকে অষ্ট বসু জন্মগ্রহণ করেছেন। নারায়ণাৎ একাদশ রুদ্রা জায়তে, নারায়ণ থেকে একাদশ রুদ্র জন্ম হয়েছে। নারায়ণাৎ দ্বাদশ আদিত্যা, এবং নারায়ণ থেকে দ্বাদশ আদিত্য তারা জন্মগ্রহণ করেছে। From Narayan, Brahma is born. From the patriarchs are also born. From Narayan, Indra is born. From Narayan, the 8 Boshus are born. From Narayan, the 11 Rudras are born. From Narayan, 12 Adityas are born. This Narayan is an expansion of Krishna. It is said in the same Vedas, Brahmana Devaki Putra, the son of Devaki, Krishna, is the Supreme Personality. Then it said, Ekavoi Narayana Ashit, na Brahma, na Ishana, na api Nagni, Shamo, Neme Dau Aprithivi, na Nakshatrani, na Shurjo. Then it said, Ekavoi Narayana Ashit. In the beginning, only Narayana was there. No Brahma, there is no Brahma. No Ishana, there is no Shiva. No api Nagni, no api Agni, there is no Agni. No Shamo, no Shamdev Chandra. No Ime Da Apritibhi. No Nakshatrani, no Shurja. No name, no ime name. All these are demigods. Nakshatra, Shurja. Nothing was there before Krishna. In the beginning of the creation, there was only the Supreme Personality Narayan. There was no Brahma, no Shiva, no water, no fire, no moon, no heaven and earth, no stars in the sky, no sun. It's written in the Maha Upanishad. In the Maha Upanishad, it is also said that Lord Shiva was born from the forehead of the Supreme Lord. Thus the Vedas say that it is the Supreme Lord, the creator of Brahma and Shiva, who is to be worshipped. In the Moksha Dharma, selection in the Mahabharata, Krishna also says, Prajapatim cha Rudram chapi ahamevo srijami bhui tohi mam na bijanito mamo maya vimohito. The patriarchs, Shiva and others are created by me. Though they do not know that, they are created by me because they are deluded by my illusory energy. In the Baraha Puran, it is also said, Narayana Paro Devas Tashmat Jata Chaturmukha Tashmat Rudra Abhavat Deva Shacha Sharva Gatam Gata. Sandhinya Tashmat Jato. T becomes J. Tashmat Jata, Tashmat Jata. Jagat Jivan, Jagat Jivan. Like that. Narayana Paradeva. Narayana Paradevas. Narayana is the Supreme Personal Godhead. Tashmat Jatas Chaturmukha. From him, Chaturmukh Brahma created. From him, Brahma was born. Tashmat Rudra Abhavat. From him, Shiva was born. Rudra Abhavat Deva. Shacha Sarva Gatam Gata. Lord Krishna is the source of all generations. And he is called the most efficient cause of everything. He says, because everything is born of me, I am the original source of all. Everything is under me. No one is above me. There is no supreme controller other than Krishna. One who understands Krishna in such a way from a bona fide spiritual master with references from Vedic literature engages all his energy in Krishna consciousness and becomes a truly learned man. In comparison to him, all others who do not know Krishna properly are but fools. Only a fool would consider Krishna to be an ordinary man. Avajananti mang mura manushik dharmas. A Krishna conscious person should not be viewed by fools. He should avoid all unauthorized commentaries and interpretations of Bhagavad Gita and proceed in Krishna consciousness with determination and firmness. So we'll try to read next 3 verses of the Shloka. Okay, here I'm feeling Gaurangi's hand raised.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj.
Hare Ram.
Guru Maharaj, my question is about, is there Chatushloki Chaitanya Charitamrita also?
There is not only shloka, but it's actually, if you see properly, what is the purpose of the Chaitanya? Sambandha Vidya Prayojan. They are not this type of 4 verses. But Bhakti Thakur wrote one book, Dashamul. Dashamul. I'm not telling you should read. That Dashamul, 10, the last one is Praman, Vedic scripture. First 9 is first 7 Sambandha, 8 one Avidya, 9 was Prayojan, and 10 one is Praman. And first 7 Sambandha, first 3, among 7, first 3 Krishna, second 3 Jiva, and 7th one Achinta Bhedavet. Total 7 points he discussed there about Sambandha. Then 8 one Avidya, 9 one Prayojan, and 10th one Praman is Bhagavad. Means Vedic literature. Amnaya. Vishakha.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj. Dhavat Pranam. Thank you so much for this wonderful class. Guru Maharaj, I have a question. Today I was reading Bhagavad Gita. So in the 11th chapter, the universal form, verse 54, Srila Prabhupada says in purport in Hindi, नारायण का चतुर्भुज रूप तथा कृष्ण का द्विभुज रूप दोनों ही शाश्वत तथा दिव्य हैं, जबकि अर्जुन को दिखलाया गया विश्व रूप नश्वर है. So, Guru Maharaj, how should we understand this? Because universal form is also Krishna's form. So, how should
Krishna's material form. Is everything in this world is beyond Krishna? Krishna has created this world. If somebody in you said, oh, Krishna is everything, Vishwarup, universal form, Krishna, the whole world is Krishna's energy. It may be like mountains are like bones, ocean is like abdomen, rivers like arteries, veins, nerves. And hairs, trees are like hairs of this body. And cloud is hair on the head. So if this is body, but these are uh, these are temporary. Clouds, trees, right? How Krishna's body may change. So realization in Bhagavatam, initial realization is accepting Lord as very great, because we don't have any knowledge about the spiritual world. In material world, whole universe, He is the Lord and Master, universal form. But above that, this 400 form, Chaturvus form, that is eternal. Krishna form eternal. But when is creating this material world, that is material world not eternal, then is any comparison with material world, that is not also eternal. Rudransh.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. Maharaj, it was written that Lord Shiva and Brahma are born from Krishna, but they do not know because of Krishna's illusory energy. But we see Maharaj, Lord Shiva always meditating about Krishna, and if we do not remember about Krishna, then how can we confirm that Lord Shiva do not know?
Here, don't know means they don't know completely. They know about Krishna 99%, not 100%. They don't know means they don't know completely. They know. We know something. But can we claim that we know everything? So don't know means they don't know completely. They knows. They knows far better than us. You got my point?
Thank you, Maharaj.
Hare Bhagavan. Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Bhagavad Gita ji ki jai. Hare Krishna Maharaj.